Johnny Somali is a menace to society, and the main reason for that is the type of content that he decides to stream on the streaming platforms. He was originally on Kick, but as you may be aware, he's been banned from there for his disgusting behaviour. So we're going to hear from Johnny himself what kind of streamer he describes himself as.
Let me introduce myself if you don't know me already. I am Johnny Somali. I am part of the criminal nuisance live streamer gang called CX. I am a high-ranking member in the black sheep of the family. We are ran by our top leader, Ice Poseidon. He's the leader of CX, and Miss Kiff, the leader of OTK. We are part of a live streaming international criminal mafia of nuisance streamers.
Knowing that Johnny Somali is one of the nuisance streamers explains an awful lot. He is in massive trouble at the moment in Korea. Now, he first of all got in trouble in Japan and then in Israel and now in South Korea. In Japan and Israel, he just got fined and asked to leave. He didn't get any jail time. But in South Korea, things are going extremely wrong for him. And quite rightly so. He deserves everything that is coming to him. And that is the fact that he is going to end up in jail. Now, I made a video back in December explaining everything that he had done wrong up till that point. So I'm not going to cover it in detail now, but basically he has been going around being an absolute nuisance.
Yeah, you like a Jack Frost with a zesty Edgar. Get your ass on me like Victor from Despicable Me using it.
It was right to say you should never have kids. Your father was right to your father.
Call the police, stupid ass bitch. Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? I already told you, you stupid ass, bald ass bitch. I did not drink it, you stupid bitch.
To people in restaurants, bars, in the streets. He's been arrested numerous times, and I've waited to make this video because he was supposed to be going to court on the 9th of April. But when he attended court on that day, new charges were brought against him. So now his court date is set for some time in May. So what's been happening since I brought the video to you in December up till now? So that's what we're going to take a look at.
Oh my God.
나에겐 폭탄이 있다. 나에겐 폭탄이 있다. 나에겐 폭탄이 있다. 나에겐 폭탄이 있다.
That's Johnny on the metro being extremely disrespectful and having his phone repeating over and over and over again, I have a bomb, I have a bomb. I mean, what kind of moronic idiot is he? Why do people pay to watch him? Oh, actually, they don't, do they? But now he's on a different platform. But from what we've heard, he's not actually getting paid from them either, but more on that later. One of the new charges against Johnny came about because of this next piece of evidence we are going to look at in the form of another stream, and it's where he decides that he's going to threaten someone with grape.
Can you please help me? Help me! He said he's gonna rape me. Please help me. He said he's gonna rape. He did. Please help me. Help me. No, he's seriously there.
It's not going to be difficult for the prosecutor to prosecute Johnny, is it? Especially when he's so moronic that he records everything he does. And he knows he is breaking the law. He spouts on about being American, and he may seem like an imbecile, but realistically, he's not. He knows what the laws are in these countries, and he 100% knows he is breaking them, and he is doing it on purpose. Well, this time it's going to come back and bite him on the backside, because I hope to God that he does seriously get put in jail. Now, some of the crimes he's been accused of, he's probably going to plead guilty to them, because they are only minor crimes that he would possibly only get fined for. But these new crimes against him are much more serious, and he is almost guaranteed to go to jail for these crimes.
For kids? What is this? Oh yeah, let's do this. There's a bunch of little kids, bro. They're wondering where my parents are at. I am the size of most of the kids. I'm going to jail. I'm gonna get kicked out of here, guys. I'm sorry guys, sorry. The ringtone, sorry. My ringtone. Hi. Oh, sorry, ringtone. He was calling me on the phone. Down. Okay. Okay. 감사합니다. Fuck, bro. Sorry.
알못을
Oh, they have a security. They have a security. They think I'm getting kicked out? You think I'm getting kicked out? $5. They're calling security. They're calling security, guys. I gotta turn down. They have security.
He has walked into a children's theme park. He is playing messages that suggest sexual harassment. Now, that carries a 10-year prison sentence. And he just thinks it's funny. Well, he won't think it's funny. He is spending 10 years in jail, and that's just for that charge. Now, what you've got to remember about South Korea is they do things completely differently. He's not locked up, obviously, as we can see, but what that means is he has to fend for himself. He has to feed himself. He has to attend court. He has to pay for legal representation, and the only way he can do that is by streaming, and he's not getting paid. So he is in serious trouble, and one of the people that he is staying with is now begging for people to send him money so that he can help support Johnny. Now, because the trial on the 9th of April was suspended until May, it may not even go ahead in May, as we are going to hear from Legal Mindset now. He's going to explain why it may not go ahead even then, and how much longer it could possibly take before Johnny finally finds out what is going to happen to him.
Korea is fine to let the process drag out. In fact, many of these cases last for years, even up to 2 years in time, which once again is time that Johnny cannot work. He's going without money. He's having to pay for himself, or have Hank sugar daddy him, which may be running dry. And that is absolutely, I think, a good thing that the system of Korea is not paying for Johnny. So this paid lawyer is unregistered in the West. So this paid lawyer is unaware of the exact proceedings and what's going on in the Western District. So he really has no idea about what's going on unless he contacts certain people or does extra effort. And it appears that he is kind of being lazy with his proceedings. Also, people that were in the know, and some legal professionals and others that analyzed this, as well as people that looked at this lawyer, it appears he's kind of what you might call in the U.S. a strip mall lawyer. He's got a very heavy specific regional accent. which is very hard to understand.
And what legal mindset is describing there, this lawyer is not going to be of much use to him because there are two districts and two different courts. There are the East and the West. And Johnny has cases in both courts with different lawyers. So it really does look like he is going to go to prison, and he deserves every single second that he gets sentenced to.
If the charges are dropped and you get to leave the country, that you'll have learned your lesson?
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is definitely the last time I'm going to go to a country and like look for like how to go viral on the fucking TV. Because the first time I got on the Korean TV, I was excited. I was like, yo, this is like the third country, fourth country in a row, like on the news. This is dope. But then it turns to be sour very quickly, because then you're on the radar of politicians and, you know, police. And once the next country I go to, if I do get on the news, I hope not, I'm leaving the country.
You're sitting there saying in the next country, well, you've got to get out of South Korea first, and I can't see that happening for many years to come. Can you?
That's how you need to do it. And I need to take the advice of the people that do support me. A lot of my people that support me in my Discord, or some of my moderators, when I was in Japan, they were like, you need to leave now. Like, you need to go. Like, shit's getting hot. And I was like, no. That's my biggest flaw. I'm like, no. The content's getting good. We're going viral. Like, everyone's paying attention. You know, Johnny's in Japan. He's going crazy. I'm like, oh, we're going to keep going. Like, when I was in Israel, I'm starting getting the Israeli news. I'm getting on TV. I'm like, okay, shit's getting hot. Like, I have something going. And then I don't leave, and shit gets terrible. And then same thing now in Korea. So third time's a charm. I definitely, let's say not even all the charges get dropped, because I pled guilty to like some minor stuff. I pled guilty to carrying a bag of rotten fish. Apparently I caused anxiety by doing that. Twerking on a bus, playing music on a bus, and then spilling a cup of noodles drunk in 7-Eleven and cleaning it up. Those are the small little fines. And if they let me just pay the money for that and go home, I definitely have learned my lesson, 110%. 110%. I know that I have some kind of power, and people pay attention to. I feel like if anybody else built a cup of and carried a fish, I feel like it wouldn't have gotten this big. I think it's just because it's Johnny Somali, the one that got away from Japan and got away from this country and this country.
Watching that last clip of Johnny, he just seems so arrogant, as if he's never done anything wrong. And what he was describing there are just the minor crimes. I mean, what about what he did to the peace statues that I covered in my last video? I mean, that was so disrespectful, it was unbelievable. And then he's threatening to grape someone, and then he is actually harassing children at a theme park. I mean, the only way this is ever going to end is if they actually put him in prison. And as far as I'm concerned, that can't come soon enough. But from what legal mindset said, that could be another year down the line. And all the time he is in South Korea waiting, he is going to get himself in more and more and more and more trouble, because he just doesn't seem to have the mental capacity to learn from his mistakes and stay out of trouble. Well, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.